So guys, now let us see our next topic, that is your adsorption of gases on solids, right? Adsorption of gases on solids, its first thing is what extent of adsorption is affected by your two factors, right? Nature of gas and the nature of the adsorbent, right? So how does it is going to affect, right? So how does your adsorption is going to vary with your temperature, pressure? We are going to see that also. How does it vary with temperature? How does it vary with the pressure also, right? So first one is easily liquefiable gases like your hydrochloric acid, your chlorine, etc. are adsorbed more easily than permanent gases like hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen, right? I have already told you the reason. More the polar gas, more is the molar mass of the gas. If it is easily liquefiable, basically what will happen? It will be easily adsorbed. Ease with which a gas can be liquefied is primarily determined by its critical temperature. So more is going to be your critical temperature, more will be your easily liquefaction or easily adsorbed the gas will be, right? So we are going to see it now. Higher critical temperature, that is TC of the gas, more easily it will be liquefied and therefore more readily it will be adsorbed by the solid, right? So in our chapter we are only going to discuss the adsorption of gas on the solid, right? Other thing, gas in liquid, we have already studied in the solutions and colligative properties, right, in the Henry's law. Extent of adsorption of gas depends on the nature of the adsorbent as well. Activated charcoal, which is your or known as your activated carbon, metal oxides like your silica and alumina and clay can adsorb gases which can easily liquefy, right? So these are the adsorbent which will be good for the easily liquefiable gases. Gases like H2, N2 or O2, our normal gases, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, they have a more tendency to be adsorbed on the surfaces of metals like nickel, cobalt, palladium, platinum. These are the metals which will be used for the adsorption of these particular regular gases. And why is that? Because they will be forming the bonds with these gases, right? So they will be showing a chemisorption. And again you can see adsorbed by finely divided transition metals. Transition metals are nothing but your D block elements, right? So in that they are very good adsorbent. They always act, because they have because of their bigger size, they can easily adsorb the gases. Now let's see factors affecting the activation of the adsorbent. So now guys, let us see the very first factor that affects the activation of the adsorbent. Metallic adsorbents are activated by mechanical rubbing or subjected to some chemical reaction. So basically what happens is, that aluminium, it can also be used as your our adsorbent. But what can happen due to the reaction of aluminium with oxygen, it forms a very thin layer of oxide. So what we do, either we can use a sandpaper, where there are different sandpapers for this purpose of different sizes they come, right? So same can be used. We can just use rubbing the adsorbent with the sandpaper and we can use it as our simply adsorbent. While we can also use some chemical reactions, right? We can treat the adsorbent with some chemical, and what will happen? It will just remove any pre-adsorbed gases or any another something is present on the surface. It can be easily removed. To increase adsorbing power of adsorbent, they are subdivided into smaller pieces. As a result, surface area is increased and hence the adsorbing power increases. That we have already established. We have understood why does this happens basically. So we break the adsorbent into the very powdered form, right? We prefer a powdered form so that the surface area will be high and you can use it. If you remember, in the case of many catalysts, we were using the gauge, right? What's a gauge? You people are using it in your school laboratories. Those paper, that metallic wire which you put on the Bunsen burner, and then you put the your beaker for heating. So that is your wire gauge. So same kind of things are used. We make a catalyst in that particular shape in the form of gauge, so that it's a wire and it's very thin. So that is why we prefer to use those or the powdered form.